KUGAN CASSIUS, IFL TV, MTK Global at the O2 Arena. Before we get into your win, what on earth are you wearing down there?
Nigeria's in the World Cup, so I'm showing out like a true Nigerian.
Hermes belt and all, you're not messing about tonight.
No, come on, man.
What's happening?
I'm good.
Great shot.
Thank you
third
very
round
much.
win tonight. Yeah, been working on that one?
Been working on a lot of things. I actually didn't necessarily throw that shot to get him over with, but you know, if it's thrown well, I guess it gets them out of there. So happy.
3-0 for you now, so
Yeah.
things progressing quite nicely for you.
Yeah.
And yeah, you needed a kind of a knockout like that tonight to
I
kind
did.
of show a little bit more of what you're about, Umar.
I felt like the stars aligned for me, and I was saying to my agent and my coaches from a few weeks ago, every time I was promoting the show, I was saying to people tune in on BT, and I had no idea why, because I was in a TV fighter, and I probably still am not. But just 2 days ago, they were like, "You're going to be a live flow," and I was like, "Well, in December when I was a flow, I didn't box, so I don't want that." And no, you box definitely, you box definitely. So reluctantly, had to accept it, and you know, I did box definitely. Made my TV debut, so that's great. And you know, like I said, the stars aligned, and you know, I got this opportunity that I didn't expect, and you know, I was given a platform and I had to perform. So it's great to actually get on and perform.
So now, obviously, the plan for you is to build on that, and like I said, get more rounds in and possibly produce more knockouts like that.
Yeah, ideally, consistency is key. So you know, the more frequently I box, the better I'll be. And based on that, ideally, you know, Frank would get me out sooner rather than later. And you know, I want to keep cracking on. As my third fight was a 6-rounder, I want my fourth to be an 8th rounder if possible, because then that'll put me in line to be able to challenge Darryl Williams for his English title.
Is that what the next step is for you?
That's the next step. I'll take that fight on my next fight if I'm given it, but I understand that there's a process that needs to be followed. So I'll do my bit, do the 8-rounder, and I pray to God that he keeps the title and keeps winning. I wish him nothing but the best. It's not personal, I just want the title.
Did you watch him tonight?
No, I didn't watch him. He boxed a bit earlier. I was still in the hotel at the time.
Okay,
Yeah.
fair enough. Okay, well listen, if obviously experience-wise he's got that many fights and rounds over you, but you're willing to take that fight at this stage of your career, then fair play to you.
Yeah, I mean, he's got more experience than me in the professional boxing ring, but although I know that the amateur game and the professional game are two different things, I come from a very strong amateur pedigree, 45 fights. I won about 35, 36 of them. He hasn't had the experience I've had as an amateur. Even though there were 45 fights, 36 of those were elite fights, because I went into the ABAs after my 9th. And you know, he's been fighting in the pros for a while, but not necessarily against high class opposition. So although on paper it looks like he's so much more experienced, I think in reality we're not that far apart, and I've got his number.
I'll apologise if I've got this wrong, but has there been some kind of social media beef between you two going on?
Yeah, there was a bit. So I called him out, and I called him a ferocious chihuahua to get his attention, and I did. But then, you know, he started talking about he's gonna slap me when he sees me and all that sort of stuff. And for me, that crosses the line, because I wouldn't want to risk allowing a grown man to strike me. So I was just like, look, like, I want to fight you for your title. It's not personal, but if you want to see me and do something, then you do your thing, and whatever the consequence is, it is. Read into that what you may. But ideally, he would recognise that by me calling him out, he suddenly becomes way more relevant than he already is. And you know, we're under the same promoter. It's a fight that we can build well. We're both Londoners. He's from South, I'm from East. You know, sort of we're opposites in terms of the way we come across in our personalities, really. So it's a match that I would want to see if I wasn't me. So I hope he sees that, and you know, cool, yeah. And you know, he plays along, and we can get this cracking hopefully before the end of the year.
Be interesting to see how this develops. Umar, thank you very much for talking to IFL TV.
Yeah.
And we'll catch up with you again soon, so congratulations on the win.
Thank you very much, thanks for having me. Umar Top Boxer Sadiq on Facebook and YouTube. I do bi-weekly vlogs, and on Twitter and Instagram, Top Boxer Sadiq.
No problem. Thank you, mate.
Cheers.